Time magazine called him the unsung hero behind the internet. CNN called him a father of the internet. President Bill Clinton called him one of the great minds of the information age. He has been voted history's greatest scientist of African descent. He is Philip Emeagwali. He's coming to Trinidad and Tobago to launch the 2008 Kwame Ture lecture series on Sunday, June 8th at the JFK Auditorium, UWI St. Augustine, 5 p.m. The Emancipation Support Committee invites you to come and hear this inspirational mind address the theme, crossing new frontiers to conquer today's challenges. This lecture is one you cannot afford to miss. Admission is free, so be there on Sunday, June 8th, 5 p.m. at the JFK Auditorium, UWI St. Augustine.
The initial boundary value problems that I experimentally discovered, how they could be solved, were called grand challenge problems for a good reason. I experimentally discovered how to solve the toughest problems in extreme scale computational physics and solve them across a new internet that is an ensemble of commodity off-the-shelf processors that are identical to each other and that are equal distances afar and apart from each other. That project was a massively parallel processing supercomputer research that should have been conducted by a large multidisciplinary team or conducted by a lone wolf parallel processing supercomputer scientist who is both a jack of several sciences and a master of several sciences. To succeed in experimentally discovering the new massively parallel processing supercomputer was like looking God in the face. The lone wolf supercomputer scientist must be a polymath instead of a mathematician. The reason the grand challenge problem was impossible for a mathematician that was trained only as a mathematician to solve is that that mathematician could only think on his blackboard. The polymath visualizes the grand challenge solution to the grand challenge problem and visualizes the time to solution across boards and visualizes that time to solution from the storyboard to the blackboard to the motherboard and finally across motherboards. I, Philip Emeagwali, used my multidisciplinary knowledge that I acquired over 2 decades of specialized training that spanned from geology to meteorology, from calculus to algebra, from computer to internet. And I used that multidisciplinary training to conceive and to execute the crucial supercomputer experiments that led to my experimental discovery on the 4th of July of 1989 of how to massively parallel process across a new internet. That's a global network of 64 binary thousand commodity off-the-shelf processors that are identical to each other and that are equal distances afar and apart from each other.
Insightful and brilliant lecture.